Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Glenn Smith. We're to Commissioner Leak's Small Business Consortium Winner Circle. Listen, today, oh my goodness, you're in the right place at the right time. The what, the who, the why, the how of 53 ideas. And I'm here to tell you, I'm so excited. I was just talking to our special guest in the green room, and it is exciting. I'm going to go ahead and participate in this. I mean, who wouldn't? And when you hear what's going to be happening, but you got to get it in by May 31st. So I want you to understand this. An idea whose time has come, wow, life takes on new meaning. It truly does. And so you're in the right place at the right time. You can type in the chat box where you're watching from, because I want you to understand this. I've been a business owner for 29 years, and I believe every single year, potentially every single day, I'm getting ideas. What about you? You know, sometimes you get those downloads, you get those thoughts, those ideas, but one idea can transform your life. Isn't that true? But sometimes we negate when we get those ideas or those thoughts. And I've had some ideas. You know, I'm going to tell you one that I thought was really cool. I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if you had like a baseball cap and you had a video camera on the baseball cap? And then I promise you, it was like a year later. And next thing you know, I start seeing, you know, the baseball cap with, you know, the cameras. I mean, I was like, somebody got into my dream world and they took my idea. But what I'm saying is this: people get ideas, you get ideas. And I believe, for me personally, there are many people that get an idea, and it's a matter of who's going to take it to the next level. And so we're going to be unpacking that. And so with that being said, but I also, before I bring up our guests, I do want to talk about a very powerful program that's happening. And you want to definitely get connected with this, because this is something, again, you know, one thing with the Winner Circle, we always want to bring information that's relevant, that makes a difference. And so there is a program, North Carolina Department of Transportation, Office of Civil Rights, is actually having a program called Access to Capital. And this is going to be a phenomenal program. I connected with some of the other presenters. And what I love about this particular program is that it's not just talking. It's about really walking the talk. And so you're going to, for those of you that are interested, you have to be a DBE, okay? And, you know, certified by the NCDOT. But I want to encourage you, because this is entitled Access to Capital. I mean, let's just get right to it. And as we all know, for many of us, for us to take our companies to scale, to expand, it requires capital. And so this is going to be a program, and it's very intense. It's a very select few will be able to participate. But I would love for you to understand right now that you want to get involved. And what I'm going to encourage you to do is, you would like to go ahead. If you want more information, send an email to BOWD, BOWD, at ncdot.gov. Again, that's BOWD, BOWD, at ncdot.gov. And we have it on the screen for you right now. And the reason why is because, listen, this is the type of program where you want to go ahead and learn, okay, how can I better position my company so that I can have greater success? So accessing capital is so important. And you know, this is a nice little tie-in, because even today, Access to Capital program, that's the NCDOT, access to capital. And I'm so excited, because what I'm talking about, that's one program. Now we're going to shift gears into the next program where I have my special guest. And the reason why I'm so excited is because as I went to the website, and we're going to bring up the website, 53 Ideas Business Pitch Competition. Look at this, okay? On this website, it breaks it down how this program works. You know, basically, it's your ideas. Type in the chat box if you've had a winning business idea that you've seen somebody else do. Type yes or no, okay? Because I want you to understand, this program wants to basically recognize your ideas. And then they have a training, they have a whole process. And you see the different sponsors, okay, South Piedmont Community College, as well as Fifth Third Bank. And then you have training and promotional partners. And so it's amazing that this type of program exists, where you're going to be able to pitch your idea. And let me tell you something, I'm going to do it, okay? And our creative director, technology director, Chris of Stream Tech Pro, he said he's going to do it. And I said to myself, I may pitch a few different You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. So with further ado, I want to go ahead and bring up our two special guests. And you saw them on the flyer, okay? Renee Hode from South Piedmont Community College, all right? And then also we have David, and David is from the founder and visionary leader of Framewrk. And I'm so excited because, man, he was just telling me some of the ideas of what his company was built on, and technology and AI and consulting, all intertwined. So an idea whose time has come. Oh, my goodness. So let's welcome Renee and David to the screen. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Good afternoon. How you doing today, Marlon?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. So grateful to be here. We love bringing information and inspiration that makes a difference, okay? And so I just want to kick off and say thank you, Renee, because you're very cutting edge. You know, you and I first met last year, and I just love the fact that you're always thinking about innovation, and you're always thinking about how you can make a difference for more people. And so talk to us about this 53 idea business pitch competition. I know it started last year, and so I'd like for you to unpack a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Marlon. I appreciate you having us on today. 53 ideas. What can I say? It's an opportunity for people to get money, to seed their business. You have an idea, you might not have the access to capital. There are many ways to get access to capital, but one that has no strings attached is a pitch competition. All it takes is less than a minute for individuals to pitch their idea to us online, tell us what the idea is, what problem it solves, and how it's going to make a difference in the community. And then certainly they'll move onward in our competition. But really it started with Fifth Third Bank. We're so appreciative of them, of sponsoring this and providing the funding, because they know that ideas make a difference for not only individuals, but us as a community, because they bring more resources, more products, more services that are needed. So 53 ideas is really a shot at winning money to take your idea to the next level.
Wow, man. So basically you have less than a minute, right? Probably 53 seconds. I don't know. I'm just saying. But you got less than a minute and you can just share your idea, right? The importance of it, right? And how it's going to make a difference. I mean, I love it. So now I do have to ask, because we have the winner. Come on, somebody. I mean, the man himself, living legend, David Hunt, is with us, ladies and gentlemen. He won last year. So he's going to tell us, what did he do? And also, I'm going to ask him, is he going to resubmit this year? I don't know. We'll find out. But let me ask you this, Renee. You know, were there certain individuals who said, you know, I have a few ideas. And so is it okay if you go ahead and submit multiple ideas?
Absolutely. We've had a number of individuals who have already submitted multiple ideas. Certainly, if you are someone who's creative and you've thought through things, by all means, this is your opportunity to share them with us and let the judges decide. You know, they may see 3 or 4 ideas that you submit, Marlon, but they may find one that they feel will be more profitable or more likely to succeed, you know, more feasible.
Got it. And so again, that website that we put up on the, on the front of the show, that's where they would go to, see all the details. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Everything is spelled out right there. They really hit the submit my pitch. They fill out a brief form and it's automatically going to turn on a camera on their desktop or mobile and record them for 53 seconds and they submit their idea. We also do have the training that's available afterwards to help them really be able to frame out and build upon that idea into a more formal pitch. Because the second round, they're going to have 3 minutes versus 53 seconds.
Okay. And so you really want to, have it more. But I love the fact that you're giving us the opportunity to share our idea. And, for that second round, as you said, then you'll provide coaching and training, and so what a wonderful opportunity, right? I mean, you're going to help us, fine tune our skills and whatnot. And really, whether or not you win or you lose, quote unquote, we're all winners because you've grown in the process. Would you say that's true?
Absolutely.
Okay. Excellent. And then let's talk though, for the top 53 finalists, each one of them will get $50. Okay, so that's really cool. And then for the top 10 finalists, you get $250. Okay, and then the third place gets $2,500. Second place gets $5,000, and then first place gets $10,000. And now I have to ask, Renee, do you have to pay it back?
No, Marlon, no strings attached.
Okay. I got to ask because I'm like, what? Okay. My idea, I can get funding for my idea. I mean, that's amazing. And you see right there, I mean, it really is. It really is. And so listen, for those of you that are watching, I know we got viewers watching, listen, do you have an idea? Just type yes or no in the chat box, right? And I love Vivian said, wow, blessings, Marlon and team. Okay, so already people are seeing it. And so Vivian, I know you have a lot of ideas. So you want to go to that website and share. But listen, we have the man himself who won last year, 2020, David Hunt. And so, David, welcome to our winner's circle. So grateful to have you here. And so we want to hear, man, I mean, talk to us about your company, share a little bit about it, and then talk about how, this particular competition was a blessing to taking your company to the next level.
Oh, please. Absolutely. Absolutely. First, thank you all. Marlon, thank you. Renee, thank you. But the 53 Ideas pitch competition is absolutely stellar. It's a blessing, not only financially, but also intellectually. You go through these programs, you go through these trainings that show you how to pitch your business, how to put your idea under scrutiny and really make sure that it's tight, fastened, and ready to go, and you can knock it out of the park. So for us, we pitched our idea of a software, and it's a software that helps entrepreneurs grow their businesses instead of like hiring a consultant for $200 an hour. So people just go to the app store, they download our app, and they get connected. But the process was really, really engaging. Obviously, with COVID, things shift, but we leaned on technology a lot. The people in the group, like the final 53, all the entrepreneurs talk together, they engage with each other, they listen to each other's ideas and give feedback. So it's really not, I know it's branded as this competition, but people really help you in the program to just fine tune your idea and ultimately get to that point where you raise $10,000 or $5,000 and just knock it out of the park.
Wow, man. And what I love, and I didn't even know that, the other, what would you say? The other contestants, okay. That you guys, connect and really, hear from each other and network, right? I mean, have there been some new friendships out of those other individuals that you met?
Yeah, I'd say about 2. I think with COVID though, things get a little tougher in terms of engaging. People have different structures. But I mean, at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is a community. Renee, what you do is about building that community in this entrepreneurial ecosystem. So whether you win or you lose, you always win because you got some insight or some advice in order to move forward.
Wow, man. No, I'm really excited. I mean, this is really fascinating. And so Renee, let me ask you, we got viewers, and I already see Dominique says she is going to be entering. Okay, so Dominique Boone. Okay, when you win, don't forget, the winner's circle. Okay, because you heard it here. I'm just teasing, but no, that's great, Dominique. And for those of you that are watching, listen, we're talking about, because I know people come in and come out. We're talking about an opportunity where you get to share your idea in a competition and actually receive seed capital for your idea. So Renee, let me ask you, because we have aspiring entrepreneurs, we've got established business owners who are watching, is there any criteria? I mean, if I'm already a business owner, can I still, pitch my idea? Or is it better for those that, are not in business, who have an idea for their business? Can you talk to that as far as the parameters?
Sure, absolutely, Marlon. We want this opportunity for all that are out there. So those that are pre-venture, that have that light bulb of an idea and they want to see, is this something I can take and move forward? We want those fresh and new ideas. But at the same token, if you're an existing business and you have an opportunity to innovate within your business, maybe you're adding a new product or service line, maybe there's a new market that you want to go after to expand, then that is certainly an opportunity and an innovation within the business. So it qualifies for the competition. So I don't want people to hear, 53 ideas and just think, oh, that's for startups. No, Marlon. We've got a lot of business owners that are listening now, and I want to make sure that they understand that they can be in the game too, as long as they're doing something new and different in the business. So this is the chance to explore that opportunity to add a new product or service line, given you can get the funding for that.
Wow, that's amazing. All they have to do is 31st, go to the website. It's all laid out, very simple. You can do multiple entries, different business ideas, different thoughts you have. I mean, that's phenomenal. Renee, can you talk to us, and David as well? So we know David has, this app, where, he's using AI, technology, consulting. I mean, phenomenal, David. I mean, we need to definitely talk even beyond this show. Okay. There's some synergies for us. Renee, as far as the second place or third place, or even some of the other contestants, can you talk about the scope? What were some of the other ideas? I would love to hear.
Oh gosh, we had everything from someone looking at a new type of food truck concept to someone forming mastectomy bras that were more fitting and appropriate to minimize aftercare issues.
Yeah.
We had someone who came out with a device that would help protect people, women potentially from people who were aggressing them.
Okay.
And
Got
such. So a lot of different ideas.
All over. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then, David did talk about the fact that there's also training that, you have the opportunity. Can you kind of share some of those insights as far as what the training modules are?
Sure, absolutely. One of the first and foremost is really the customer discovery. So individuals know, do I really have a customer base for this product? Number one reason businesses fail is product market fit. So we want to help individuals understand how to go out and do customer discovery to make sure that there really is a viable market. Then from there, we really roll into formulating that business model, using a business model canvas. So we'll teach them all about that. And then we roll into really focusing in on the pitch. Juan Garcon has been phenomenal in providing that training on understanding the pitch and then going through and building out your pitch, really telling a story to sell your idea. Have Fifth Third Bank on board, of course, going over financials and how to make sure that, you have everything budgeted and accounted for, and that it makes sense what your finances are in terms of what your ask is or what your need is to move the business forward. So, certainly those are the areas that we hone in on with the training.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so, David, 2018, your business started.
Yeah.
And then, 2020, you heard about, this opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And talk to me about where were you pre 53, business pitch competition?
Yeah.
And then how did your company transform as a result of this exposure? We understand the seed capital, but also the training. Talk to us about, because I believe you said last year, 200,000 in revenue.
Yeah. Yeah. So our journey was, actually really interested in, and what you'll notice is there are key inflection points in your business where it's kind of boom or bust, right? At the time where we applied to the competition, I was working, 3 part-time jobs just to kind of pay engineers. We were a couple months out from actually having a product that we could even put to the market and test it and do the customer discovery, as you mentioned, Renee. We went through the trainings, did more customer discovery. We learned how to refine our pitch. We learned how to build our financial plans and understand like what it takes to really grow a business. A lot of times you step into it and you think it might take $5,000, but it takes 10, right? But afterwards, when we won the $10,000, we made a couple posts on LinkedIn. Some engineers actually reached out to us and said, "Hey, look, we'll work for free to get your product over the line." We were able to hire one. Some investors saw the notification on LinkedIn, and we were able to raise $30,000 more. We got our product out there in the market, and last year we closed doing $212,000 in revenue, and have just, and to that all goes back right to that inflection moment of, if you don't win this, well, keep working those 3 jobs. If you do, here's a little bit of breathing room. And I think as entrepreneurs, we're always looking to figure out, how do I get more breathing room? And $10,000 gives you a lot of breathing room.
Man, thank you. Thank you. And look, Maria Kemp said, I'm in too, right? Maria, when I asked the question, who's going to submit their idea? And so, Chris, if you can put that on the screen, Maria said, I'm in too. And then I see Theodore Jackson said, absolutely. Okay. And so I think, now people are getting serious. Vivian said, great talk, David Hunt. Great talk. Right. And then Dominique said, congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
Right. And so, that's the beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful, to have this show, because again, May 31st is right around the corner. I want to say that's Monday. And so today is Wednesday, right? So we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, okay? 5 days at 120 hours. So ladies and gentlemen, you have an idea, right? If you're listening to my voice, and even if you're watching the recording, okay, you might watch the recording on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, you've got time, 53 seconds. I mean, listen, I'm going to say this. I remember when Renee, okay, I was at CPCC and Renee said, Marlon, come on, you got an idea? I was like, okay, yeah, Renee. And I saw a little flyer, 53, business. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, man, I should have done it. Okay, I should have done it. All right. So there's no excuse is what I'm saying, right?
There's not. I'm looking for your entry this year, Marlon.
Oh, I promise. I promise. And look, listen. And you saw my son. Look, I'm going to find out some ideas from him. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do more than one, Renee. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see multiple ones from me. But the thing is that, listen, for those of you that are watching, I want to encourage you. Listen, here's my heart. I want to encourage you to share this video, share the website with your family, your friends. You just heard Renee say, you don't have to be an established business, right? You can be, and you have an innovative idea. So that's great. But there are so many people. I think one thing that COVID really showed us is that in addition to the health pandemic, how vulnerable a lot of us are when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our employment, our business. And so here you just heard a gentleman, David, talk about how, man, working 3 jobs. I heard that, David, 3 jobs because you had a dream. You were like, I'm going to fund my idea. And then all of a sudden this opportunity comes, right? 53 ideas, business pitch, right? And you said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and submit. And then what you did is you took advantage of all the training that was offered. And I know that probably stood out because that by going through the training, by learning, you're growing. And okay, like you said, we thought our cost analysis was 5,000, but no, it's going to be more like 10,000.
Right.
And you were able to, what we would say, we were able to really, dive in, right? Dive in deeper. And then what happened was you put it out there on LinkedIn. And because you were serious, because you had done your work, other people said, hey, I want to get involved.
Yeah.
Other engineers said, look, I just want to help support. I want to contribute. You raise more money, right? So you had CCAP. So what I'm saying to all of us watching is please, please, please share this. Listen, we have no excuse, right? And I always say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You have an opportunity right now. Whatever your ideas are, we all have ideas. And I want you to type in the chat box, is anybody else going to join me in pitching more than one idea? Okay, I promise you, I actually am going to do this. More than one idea. Say yes or no. Type in the chat box, yes or no. Maybe it's just one idea that you have that you want to go ahead and really hone in on. That's fine. Maybe there's multiple ideas that you have. Okay. So you can type that in. And I love Vivian said, CPCC has wonderful programs in numerous areas. That's right. And the whole, really the whole small business center network, that whole network on, community colleges all throughout the state is phenomenal. Okay. And so this is really powerful. And I love what Vivian also said. She said, I'll love for Renee and David to speak at the Rosa Park Farmers Market in Charlotte when we have our educational seminars for the community. That would be great, Vivian, definitely. We can definitely organize that. Renee and David, I'm sure that they'd be willing to, share and encourage. And so let me now ask this question. Renee, is there any age, minimum age for you to submit your pitch idea?
16 years and up.
Okay, 16 years and up. Okay. And so there's no maximum. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. So listen, from 16 to 126, y'all. Okay, you have the opportunity. And I say that because listen, Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, do you know, and I don't want to misquote it, but I believe he was well into his 60s when he had this idea.
65 or 66.
Oh, say it again, David.
He was about 65 or 66.
And can you break the story down about how you went to all these banks trying to get a loan? Do you know that?
No, I don't know the full intricacies. I'm leaning back on you for that one.
Oh, okay. And so basically, yeah. had this idea, right? He, was a good cook and whatnot. And then he said, man, I think I got something here. And he went to one bank after another bank after another bank and got rejected. And so he didn't give up. And what I'm saying to you is, it doesn't matter if you're young or older, you have ideas, and we need your ideas. We need innovation, right? And so that's, I just wanted to share that. So let's talk back. Renee, David, any other final thoughts, any other insights, anything that you would like to share with our audience as we're about to wrap up? But I think this has been phenomenal. And we'll start with you, Renee.
No, I just want to encourage everyone to take a chance on themselves. You have that idea. We have them every day, but we tend to just put them aside. So now's the time to execute, do something about it. It only takes a minute. What do you really have to lose? Just a minute of your time to go ahead and see, is my idea viable? Do judges, believe so? And can it push forward and land me some funding? So yeah, definitely just encourage everyone to get their idea out of their head and get it submitted to us.
Wow, thank you. And Adeline has a question. She says, what if you have a cosmetic idea not associated with her current business?
That's a brand new idea. Go ahead and submit it, Adeline. We want to hear about it, and we want to see if it's something that we could fund.
Wow. Did you hear that, Adeline? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Do it. And I see Mary even said, Ida, submit your idea. Okay. Thanks, Mary. That's so good seeing you here as well. And so thank you. Thank you so much, Renee. Really appreciate that. David, what about you? Any final thoughts, any words of encouragement for those that may be on the fence, may say, my idea, I don't know. Talk to us, David.
Absolutely. The world is full of naysayers and people who, you might talk to your idea with 2 or 3 people who say no. But if someone gives you an opportunity to potentially win, $10,000, go for it. Because wherever those like 2 or 3 no's were, I guarantee you there are probably 100 or 1,000 yeses that you just haven't tapped into yet. So absolutely put yourself out there. And fortune favors the bold. So be bold.
There you go, David. Boy, you're motivating the motivator, young man. Okay. I love it. And David, what is your website?
Yeah, it's just downloadframewrk.com.
What was it?
Downloadframewrk.com.
Oh, that's very good. And we'll put that in the chat box. Downloadframewrk.com.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see that Dominique said inspirational. Thank you for this. Thank you, Dominique. That is so kind of you. Thank you. And then Adeline said, thanks. I feel, she feels great about this. Yeah. And so that's what this is about, right? That's what this is about. It's about each one of us sharing. And that's why I encourage you to share with your family, share with your friends, right? This recording is live on Facebook Live right now. But as you know, the recording actually will be archived on Commissioner Leak's small business Facebook page. And that's what? Facebook.com/Leaks, LEAKES SBC. And so, boom, you have access to it. So I want to encourage you, to go ahead and share. Right? I mean, just think if you just said to your family, your friends, hey, I just watched a video. There's an idea. There was a way you can generate income and get training for your idea. Why not? Right? And so I see people just really posting, and yes, let's all share Winner's Circle with your audience. Thanks, Vivian. Appreciate that. And so in closing, Renee and David, please stay in the green room. Just want to say a personal thank you to you. But in closing, I want to say this. Today was fantastic. And as you know, we really highlighted 2 programs, right? We highlighted the 53 Ideas Business Pitch Competition, and you have to get it in by May 31st, okay? And it's very simple, very easy. And I am going to, I'm saying this on public TV, as you say. I'm actually going to do multiple pitches, right? Because why not? What's there to lose? Everything to gain, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is the North Carolina Department of Transportation Access to Capital. And that has a shorter time frame, but I want to encourage you. I think that's by May 27th. I think that's by tomorrow. You want to go ahead and, send an email to BOWD, BOWD, at ncdot.org. Let me see, is it .org or .com? I'm going to find out before I conclude. It's always, just, it's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's Gov. So it's BOWD at ncdot.gov. And again, that's for DBE business owners. But again, you send an email to BOWD at ncdot.gov for additional information. But again, this has been fantastic. And I'm really excited because for those of you that, again, are interested in your idea, pitching your idea, hey, I think just the educational value. And if I remember correctly, for those of you that, just the top 53, boom, you're going to receive some recognition as well as, $50. I mean, that's a nice night out, okay, for dinner, right? And so that's what it's all about. And I want to thank again, Renee, for being a visionary leader, always really bringing innovation. And based on the feedback, so many people have enjoyed today's show. And thank you, David, for believing, with those 3 jobs that you had and just saying, I got to believe, I have an idea, and for funding and getting the engineers. And all of a sudden the 53 business idea pitch opportunity came, and for you to do the due diligence and see it all the way through, and then to be recognized as a winner. And with that $10,000 seed capital and how that has, helped you, obtain more funding, but then 212,000, I believe that's what you said, in revenues, right, in 2020. So you went from an idea whose time has come to now a profitable business. And I want to just commend you on that. So with that being shared, this is another phenomenal episode, The Winner's Circle, brought to you by Commissioner Velma Leak, Small Business Consortium. And on behalf of Commissioner Leak and our Small Business Consortium planning team, we say thank you. And remember this, a vision without action is just a dream. A lot of action without a vision is merely a passing of time. But a vision with action can change the world. I am Marlon Smith reminding you, live with purpose because there's greatness within you. Stay blessed.